everybody, it's Rachel here from Rachel and Bella Crafts. I hope you're well. So thanks for joining me again today. We are back cracking on with day 4 of the 100-day project. If you are taking part, don't forget to use the hashtag 100 days RAB, R-A-B, stands for Rach and Bella Crafts, not for rabbits. Okay, moving swiftly on. So in the first video, we made our little flip file folder journal topper thing. Obviously mine's quite a large size. You can use whatever size envelopes that you want to create yours. Just to let you know, there's been a really helpful video put up today by one of my design team, Steph. She's at Hilltop View Journals, and she's done a really helpful video for people who don't have envelopes. So she shows you how you can do this without envelopes. So go and check that out. I'll put the link in the description box below. Also, just in case I forget, the collaboration obviously is still continuing right until the end of the month, the tips, tricks and hacks collaboration. Please also check out today an extra video that was done by Sweet Pea Papers. Terry, she's very kindly stepped into the breach when we thought we might be short of Steph from Hilltop View Journals, because obviously Steph was very unwell 2 weeks ago. So Terry very kindly did a video and was waiting in the wings if I needed her, but thank goodness Steph was well. So I've said to Terry to put her video up today the same time as mine. So please go and check it out. I'll also be putting the link to that video in my description box down below, because that's also about envelopes. See how it all ties in nicely, look. So make sure you go and check those 2 videos out, okay guys? Right, so we did that. We've done, we used our strips, and we used our leftover junky strips. What are they called? It's not junk. What are scraps? That's the word I'm looking for. Sorry, I've been watching the sport. My head's all over the place now. And then we put little embellishments on them. And then the last video that we did, number 3, we made this belly band flip flap thing with a little shaker. Incidentally, after me posting my video last night with my shaker belly band, quite out of the blue, we actually had an earthquake in our area last night. Yes, in the Welsh Valleys. It's, well, apparently we haven't, you know, like annually. I was unaware, but yeah, everybody around you seems to have felt it, noticed it, except myself. I think our house was the only one in the area that didn't shake, but thankfully everyone was okay, and it was, you know, probably much smaller scale than other places, but I just found that quite random after me putting that on there. So yeah. Anyway, moving swiftly on. So what are we doing today? Well, today I have been inspired by Rachel from Roxy Creations, and her weekly challenge. So I have got myself ready with some faux ephemera. This is not genuine ephemera. These are all printables. So these here are vintage checks. We actually have a kit. These are out of our kit. Vintage checks. So if you do want anything to go and download, please go check them out. All our kits are still 50% off at the moment, because you guys have all been so lovely and kind. I've left the sale running. This is out of our floral French vintage ephemera kit. So these are French ephemera, and then we have a tear kit. Oh, that's also out of the vintage ephemera kit. So I know you'll ask me where I got these papers from. And then this is out of the vintage tear papers kit. That one there and that one there. Oh, they're my lacy tags. I'm going to play with those after we've done this. And this one here went out as a freebie, so it should be on our coffee channel. It went out as a freebie this month, earlier in the month. So if you don't have anything to hand, go and have a little look and you can grab that and use that. But although I'm working with these cute little checks, it doesn't matter if you don't have that. You can tear, you know, anything in half. You know, it doesn't have to be vintage papers. I'm just doing the theme for Roxy's challenge, and I'm going to be combining the theme then from my this thing, my file folder thing, so that these can be used in here. So what we're going to be doing is making some pockets, and then obviously just, you know, covering them over, bit of book page. And I've printed out my letters of love elements. They're the postcards out of the kit, so I've printed those out small so that they can go in these pockets. And then I've got some labels then to pop on there as well. To get them this size, I have just printed 2 to a page. So when you get to your print settings, and it'll say, well, on the side of mine it asks me what style I want to use, and then I just click 2 to a page, and then it switches them around so they come out that way then, like, and then they shrink them down. And I like this this size. I like to use these this size for you know, what do we call it? Embellishments. That's the word I'm looking for. God, my head is fried this afternoon. Right, okay, so first and foremostly then, let me move all this out of the way. Because this is a lovely, simple and straightforward project, which I did promise you I would try to do, didn't I? Okay, so what Rachel from Roxy Creations did was she had strips of, you know, vintage ephemera, and she was creating pockets with them. The one that I really want to try out now this afternoon is to go on to this page here, because I haven't done anything with this page yet. And I know you're all doing your flip file things different ways. Obviously, our daily challenge, you don't all have to be in your file. You can take these tips and these projects and put them in other things too. So if you've gone on ahead and wanted to finish yours off, that's fine. But I'm just going to finish mine off. So I want to create a pocket now for these 2 pages here. So I'm going to use one of the ones that Rachel was showing us. So basically, you take your long strip of paper. And as I said to you, you can do this with just any vintage ephemera. So if I use our Freebies Here for a moment as an example, and I mean I can get my dimensions I suppose from that. I'll just tear it in half, I think. So obviously I've taken all of the white from around the edge that the printer helpfully adds to all our digits on my printing, or rather not helpfully adds. So you can see it's, you know, it's the same kind of principle, and we're literally going to just fold this in half. You can obviously decide if you're just mass making them, go for it, do whatever. But if you know what page you want them on, just double check obviously your measurements either side, because that's just what I would have just looked at there to see that that's going to fit on there. And then you can just fold it in half. These are just such easy pockets to sit and kind of plough through. And then you're literally then just going to be using your circle cutter to pop your little thumb hole in there. So I'm going to do a few together because my circle cutter is playing up, as you all know. Now you can do different things when you fold them. So you can, you know, add a little bit of a, take your corner down if you want to, just to kind of give a little bit of, oh, come on, long paper, thank you. Just to give a bit of a different shape. So you can take that corner there and just give it a bit of a dog ear back, any particular way that you want. And then obviously when that goes on to your page then, because it's quite difficult to see without doing that, but you can see it just adds a, you know, a little bit of something different there. So you can layer your ephemera behind it then. So if you had some shorter ephemera and some taller ephemera, at least then it wouldn't get lost if it was a larger pocket, you know, so you can have it coming down the side there like that, fanning it out of it. So I quite like that shape. I think that is quite a versatile way to do it. So I'm going to just fold a couple of these, and then we will get to decorating them then. So I hope you've had a nice start to your weekend. I hope that you realised I put 2 videos up yesterday and didn't miss. Oh, I can't believe that. I completely, well, I hadn't forgotten. I kind of knew, but I didn't realise Saturday was today. Oh, that sounds even more ridiculous. Of course I knew today was Saturday. You know what I'm saying? I didn't realise that today was my day for the collab. Even though I've got it in front of me. It just went really fast last week, which is quite scary. Time is just whizzing by, isn't it? And so, yeah. And then, of course, I had a really, really busy day. And then I was like, oh, my goodness, I've got to get these 2 videos up. So thankfully, they both went rather well, but I did have to post them both, which I hate to do, within like 2 hours of each other. So if you haven't seen part 3, it is on there. It'll be before the collaboration video, so please do go and check it out. Don't miss one, you know. Otherwise you'll have to do 2 of them in the week, oh no. So no, I hope you're all still managing to keep up. Again, obviously don't put yourselves under pressure. I'm the one that's got to post it up every day. That's my challenge. You can follow along as and when you please. So you know, keep it as a bit of fun for yourselves. Don't be heaping any more pressure on yourselves than you need to. We're all under enough pressure, aren't we, without creating it for ourselves? My goodness. Just try and get that there. I don't think I'm going to put them there because I folded that down. I was very excited by Rachel's little on-desk bin that she used yesterday, and I was sat there last night thinking, That's a really good idea. Why have I never thought of putting a little bin on the desk? Because I'm always, you know, we've always got little bits and pieces, haven't we, left lying about. And it drives me up the wall because it usually ends up on my floor. And because if you're sweeping about, you know, moving around, doing stuff, they can tend to just, you know, get everywhere. But yeah, I was really impressed with the little paper scraps bin. So obviously if you want shorter ones, or one longer, one shorter the other side, don't be afraid to do this for that. You know, they don't have to be, I need to put something behind there because it doesn't like cutting one piece. I've tidied all my scraps away. How silly of me. Maybe I have to put that behind there. That'll do. That'll do. Well, I had to come upstairs out the way because the rugby's on and it's the most tense game of the year. England v Wales in the rugby, and I just couldn't watch anymore because it was just, oh, we've not played well this season at all. And it was getting quite tense down there, so I thought I'm going up in my craft room, out of the way, because I can't sit and watch it when it's stressful. It just, oh no. So I ordered tea and takeaway tonight, and I thought, right, I'm going to do my video. I'll have that up nice and early because I've been busy all day. I did actually come in here early this morning to do this, and then I got distracted because I opened my laptop to print these, and then I had been working on next month's kit last night and it was still on my screen, and I just went wild and went off down that rabbit hole then. Oh, is that a hint? Oh, is that a hint, I ask? I don't know. I can't tell you. We'll have to wait and see. No, but I again realised that it's February and I was thinking I had another week. And I don't, because it's March the 1st on, what, Thursday is that? So I was like, oh my goodness, come on Rach, I need to get a move on. So, because I got quite a bit to get done by then. Says she about not putting yourselves under pressure. Look, I can't help it. I work well under pressure. I was the type of child that would be given a week or two to do her homework and always did it the night before. Always crammed for a test the night before. Just how I am. I can't store stuff up. You know, I'm okay with the here and the now, but I'm not I'm not one of these that thinks, oh, I've been given homework tonight, I'm going to come home and do that and get it done, and then I have nothing to worry about. Nah. I'm one of these that likes to have it there nagging away in the back of my mind for the whole month and then do it the night before it's due in. Isn't it terrible? Procrastination. We're all procrastinators in my family. Me and the kids, all exactly the same. Because I'm trying to train my youngest now and saying to him, you know, come on, get into good habits now, Dan. As soon as you get that homework, just get it done. Because he's very bright and he literally will sit down and have it done in 20 minutes. But, oh no, you just think I can see him looking at battling with himself thinking, no, but it's not due tomorrow. Do I really need to take the time to do it? Yes, get it done. Oh dear, I don't know. Mind, they don't have half as much homework today as they used to, I'll say that. Because I ask every night, any homework? No. And then suddenly there's like 3 pieces set in a week. And then we go back to having nothing again then for ages. So who knows? Here we are. Right, that's all those inked around now. Sorry if the noise is annoying you. I have tried to be a little quieter. Probably didn't succeed. I'm trying to speak up and ink quiet. That's really difficult, you know. I don't have a detached mic, you see. My mic is just what's in my phone. So I know there's been a few comments left for me. Helpful comments, I'm not complaining. Saying about the sound and everything. So I've been trying to kind of work with that. I've stopped filming late in the middle of the night because obviously I'm whispering all the time then. And that's no good if you can't hear me. But I am very conscious it does pick up the paper. Okay, so that's all of those made now. Now the fun bit, we get to decorate. Yay! I love this because we don't do much of this. It's normally all, you know, put this together, put that together. Right, okay, so let's have a little look here. Let's have a little look. So like I say, I cut these out. I haven't cut them out, I've printed them out rather, so that they're nice and small. You thought I was going to cut all those out on camera then, didn't you? No, I wouldn't do that to you. That would just be painful listening to me doing that. That cut, and scratch. Right, okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these little images that I've got here, and I'm going to stick them down onto the front of these pockets, and I'm going to make little pockets with them. So just to be clear, I'm going to sneeze. I keep saying this, and I might do a video going to sneeze. I just need to dust my room. We are only going to be gluing on 3 sides, okay? On this particular one. I may change my mind as I go along. Actually, I think I'm going to lay these out because some of the colours will go on some of them and some of them won't. And these ones are vertical and they are horizontal. So let's just check which ones go best before we glue. Because it's too late after, isn't it? And I keep doing that. See, now that one there, look, I'm going to just glue the 2 and then leave it as a bit of a tuck. Sorry, I've missed that bit there. I hadn't, there we go. Right, and then that one, I think, I might put that one on there because there's a bit of yellow on there. So we'll put him there with his lovely bundle of heart balloons. Doesn't he look cute? How sweet is that? And then I'll put this one here, I think, because that's green. And then we'll have this one. Or is that getting lost on there? What do we think? What do we think? Would that be better, maybe? Yeah, I think they look okay like that. And then I'm going to add some flowers and some labels and stuff in. So, as I was saying, now obviously if you don't have labels, you can use your scraps. So what we're doing is we're just creating an extra pocket on top of this pocket. And then we'll be able to get more. You can put your little ephemera in there then, can't you? Yes. Yes, Rachel, say yes. Absolutely, you're quite right. Quite right. Sorry, we're all in deep concentration mode now, aren't we? I know I am this evening. There's a shadow in my room. It's frustrating me. I'm trying to find a lamp I am, so that when I'm doing videos, I don't keep casting shadows on things that you're trying to look at, because I'm sure it's annoying. And what I can see here from my screen, from my phone, is not at a very good angle. So sometimes things look very dark to me, but then when I look at the actual footage afterwards, it's okay, you know. But yeah, I'm definitely casting my own shadows. Oh, dampening everything down. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't got the heart to go downstairs and ask if we won or lost. I don't think I want to know. We haven't won a game this season. We're a funny nation. We love our rugby. When it goes well, we're on top of the world. But when we're losing, oh, we're so sad. It's funny. They say money makes the world go round. I don't think it does. I think sport does, actually. Certainly when it comes to well-being, anyway. I don't know if you agree. Okay, so they're very cute on there, I think. Nice little tuck spots. And then we'll glue this one down here. I'm loving seeing all the different papers you're all using for these. It's so nice watching you all go and do the video. It's lovely doing a tutorial and seeing you all make it. It's like, oh, so you are all listening to me. I'm not just uploading videos and talking to myself. How amazing is that? And you can understand what I'm saying, which is always a bonus. Yeah. All right, there we go. So that's those stuck down there. Now, obviously, bear in mind whatever size background bits you're using. You know, make sure your little bits on the front are proportional, but make sure that they're not so small that you can't get anything in there. I'm wondering if my small tag will fit in there, actually. Yes, I think it will, once it's dried. There we go. Not that I'd be sticking one that size in there, obviously. But then I suppose it's okay, isn't it? As long as you've got something quite considerable behind it. Always a mouthful. Right, so I've also got some lovely fussy cut flowers here that I may add a few of those on. Okay, so I've just stuck all the flowers on, and then I've gone around and stuck one of my little postcard label things on. So they're just gluing down now. I'm just going to put the last one on, and I'm going to just show you quickly then what I'm going to do on the other side, because I didn't want them to be the same. I wanted the other side to have a little bit of a variation. Otherwise it was, you know, they're just going to be the same pockets, aren't they? So let me just move these out for a minute. Put them back in my little tray. Put the lid on my ink. Well, that's going to dry out in my pot. Okay, so what I thought I might do, let me move those out of the way a second. They can continue drying over there. what I thought I might do is add some pretty lace on the other side, and then we will have a lace pocket as well then. So you'll have your main pocket, you'll have the little tuck then on that side, and then on the other side then we will have a lace pocket. So I'm going to pop some white lace onto this one here so that we can see it, and then on this one here then I'm going to put a roll of pink lace just to add a little bit of variety. And it's going to be super easy to pop this on because because there's nothing complicated about fixing lace to a piece of paper, is there? That's why it's going to be super easy, Rach. Right, okay. There we go. Now, if you don't have any lace and you haven't followed Bella's tips of acquiring some and gone and raided your underwear drawer or somebody else's underwear drawer. No, she did give lots more tips than just that. But you could do it with fabric. So pop a bit of fabric on there. Everybody's got fabric scraps. As I said to you the other day in my, last night actually, in my video of finding things for free, you all have something in your wardrobe that you no longer wear, no longer have a use for, and is probably quite a pretty pattern on it, if you're ladies anyway. Well, some of you gentlemen might, I don't know. But there's always something there that we can take a pair of scissors to. Again, my suggestion only leans to your own items. Please don't go cutting up other people's clothes without their permission. But there's always something there that's got a pretty pattern on it that doesn't need to be worn anymore. Hey, who knows? Summer is coming. You might have a long sleeve dress that you think to yourself, oh, actually, I don't really need the sleeves on that. Cut them down, make it short sleeve, and then you'll have a bit of extra material, won't you? See, you've just got to think outside of the box. There's always something that can be used. So, yeah, these little pockets will work with lace. They'll work with... and if you don't have lace and you don't have fabric, you can use another piece of paper. You can use some vellum. But I'm choosing to use lace because I think it will look very nice inside my little file folder. Okay, let's open them up. Naughty, put them back in the wrong order. Right, it's this one here, because I have left purposely myself. I say that like I planned it. I didn't know that Roxy was going to do that last night, but I'm going to just audition these papers now and see which one looks best. I think this one, because I was looking at the pink check. And I thought, oh yes, that goes rather nicely on there, doesn't it? Now, if you wanted to, you could now go around the edge, which I probably will, with a fine stitch, just to kind of, you know, finish it off, make it match everything else. And but I think that looks rather sweet on there, with a little bit of ephemera tucked behind. What's the other tag I had earlier? Oh, I don't know. Everything disappears when you want it, doesn't it? But I mean, that would be quite a nice little stuffed pocket on there. So we'll just glue down there and down there. And then on this side, we'll glue down there and down there. Now, obviously, I've put things on the other sides of my my other flips and flaps. So I probably wouldn't be able to get another one fitted on here. Of course, the other thing is as well, you don't have to do it that way. You can fit them this way as well, over the bottom. So that then would act as a long pocket. And then rather than putting the thing there, you'd put it up there. Like I say, obviously, I won't do that in this example because I've already got a lovely pocket on there. And one is sufficient. Otherwise, they'll all look the same. I suppose I could pop one on the front if I really, really wanted to use it up. But I know I'm not going to because I'm going to pop that into my love journal for my February stuff. So there we go. Nice, simple project for you today, guys. We are literally making pockets from vintage ephemera, and then we are decorating them with what we have on our desks, and then we are adding another pocket to the back using something other than what we've used on the other side. So you've got a little pocket. There's a triple pocket there, look. See, these simple things that we do, but they're so effective. So we can thank Rachel from Roxy Creations for that wonderful idea today. And we can get those put in now, and it'd be great if we can see one of those put into your little file folder folios. That's it. I'm not going to keep you any longer. Have a wonderful evening, and I will be back with you all tomorrow for day number 5 in our 100-day challenge. See you soon. Take care now. Bye-bye.